Good morning, friends. Myself, Dr. Digamba Pawar, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Srimati Sindhutai Jadhav, Arts and Science Mahavidyalaya, Mehkar, District Budhana. Today, I am here to present a topic on Introduction to Plant Pathology, under teaching concept, submitted to UGC MMTTC, Kumaon University, Nainital, Uttarakhand. Dear friends, first of all, we can discuss about definition of plant pathology. So, what is plant pathology? Plant pathology or phytopathology is the science which deals with the plant diseases. It is concerned with health and productivity of growing plants. Plant pathology is the branch of agricultural, botanical, or biological sciences which deals with the cause, etiology, resulting in losses and management of methods of plant diseases. So, what is plant disease? A plant disease is any abnormal conditions that alters the appearance or function of the plants. It is a physiological process that affects some or all plant functions. Disease may also reduce yield and quality of harvested products. It means due to disease, the quantity and quality of product will lose. Disease is a process or change that occurs over time. It does not occur instantly like injury. Means it requires a lot of times. On the basis of visible symptoms and signs, we can identify disease. So which type of symptoms? Like color, shape, size, and functions of the plants. With the help of these symptoms, we can identify disease, as well as some signs like fungal footing bodies, bacterial ooze, nematodes, cysts. These are some signs. On the basis of these symptoms and signs, which is appeared on the various part of the plants, and on the basis of these signs and symptoms, we can identify the diseases. Here you can see some symptoms which is occurred on the leaf of soybean and wheat. Here you can see the bacterial leaf spot of soybean, which is brown or surrounded by pale yellow color. Symptoms are appeared on the upper surface of the leaf of soybean, and this is the bacterial leaf spot of soybean. Here in next picture you can see the spherical or somewhat elongated spots have occurred in the upper surface of leaf of wheat, and this is the golden color spots. On the basis of these spots, we can identify somewhat we can identify the disease like brown rust of wheat. These are the signs. Here you can see the jowar, bajra, and groundnuts seeds and ears. Here, argot of bajra, these black powders are nothing but a signs of the disease. And on the basis of these symptoms and signs, we can identify the disease. So, who can cause plant diseases? So, infectious plant diseases are caused by living organisms that attack and obtain their nutrition from the plants. They infect, and such type of organisms we can call that such type of organisms are called pathogens. Means the pathogen can cause the plant diseases. Plant pathogen cause the plant diseases. The parasitic organism that cause disease is a pathogen. Number of fungi, bacteria, viruses, and nematodes are pathogens. The plant invaded by the pathogen and serving as its food source is referred to as a host. These are the types of pathogen: bacteria, viruses, fungi, protozoa, nematodes. Then role of the environment to develop disease. Role of the environment is very important factors. Our environment is a very important factors. If the environment is favorable for the pathogen can cause the disease for every plants. If the environment are not favorable for the pathogen, then pathogen does not cause disease in plants. Even the most susceptible plants exposed to huge amount of pathogens will not develop disease unless environmental conditions are favorable for pathogens. These are the plant disease pyramids. These three factors are very important. If these three factors are come together, then and then only disease development is happened. Which of these factor? That is nothing but a host plants. Means if plant is not there, then how pathogen can cause disease, or where pathogen can cause disease? So the very important factor is a host plant. A very important part is a host plant. Then environmental factors, which is favorable for the pathogens. And lastly, pathogens are required. Which type of pathogen? That is virus or fungi or bacteria or nematodes. Number of types of pathogens which are available in the environment. That pathogens, with the help of favorable environment, they can cause disease from plants. So these three factors are plant disease pyramids. These are the groups of plant pathogens. First group is the fungi. Most of the fungi are beneficial. They are not harmful to living organism. But some fungi are harmful. They are cause disease to other living organisms. Such type of fungi called fungal pathogens. So most cannot be seen without microscope, means they are microscopic. They does not having chlorophyll pigments. They are heterotrophic. They can depend on others from their nutritional purpose. Number of fungi reproduced by spore formation. Most of the fungi reproduced by spore formations. These are the second group of plant pathogen, that is bacteria. It is also ultramicroscopic prokaryote organisms. They can grow in colonies. Even in very short time of period, they can reproduce very short time of periods, obtain food from dead and decay or organic matters or living tissues, spread plant to plant by wind-driven rain, gain entrance through natural plant opening or injuries. These are the third plant pathogen, that is a group of third plant pathogen, that is viruses. Viruses are also very important group of plant pathogen. Viruses is a cellular microorganism. They does not having their own cell. Whenever they does not contact with any other living organism, they are inactive. But when they can contact with any other living organism, they can active, they can infect that organism, and they can multiple itself. So it is most familiar because they cause human, animal, human means they can cause disease to humans, animals, or any other living organisms. Cause some destructive plant diseases. Viruses can cause some destructive plant diseases. This is the very smallest microorganisms. Means smallest than bacteria, smallest than fungi, are not complete living systems. Means they does not having complete living systems because they are acellular. Then next group of plant pathogen is the nematodes. Nematodes are round, slender, thread-like worms. Some are parasites on animals, insects, fungi, or other nematodes and plants. Plant parasitic nematodes have a stylet. Most live in the soil and feed in or on other plants to plant roots. Now, these are the comparisons between pathogens. These are the comparison between fungal, bacterial, viral, and nematode pathogens. First, we can compare with survival. Fungi can survival in crop residue, in soil and alternative host, whereas bacteria can also survive crop residue, soil, alternative host, as well as insect vectors. While viruses can survive only in alternative host or insect vectors, means they can require a living organism for their survival. Whereas nematodes can survive in crop residue or inside the soils. Then the dispersal, how they can disperse. So fungi can dispersal through wind, through rain, through insects. Same bacteria can also disperse with through wind, rain, and insect. Viruses can dispersal through only insects, whereas nematodes can dispersal through tillage, equipments, various equipments which is used inside the fields, or water runoff. How they can infect? Fungi can infect directly, or through wounds, or through insect feedings, while bacteria can infect through wounds or insect feedings. But viruses can infect only through insect feedings, and nematodes can infect only through directly, not direct infections. These are the source inoculums, source of inoculums. Source of inoculums varies from disease to disease. It is not similar from every disease. It is vary from disease to disease. It may be produced on residues left in the field, or it may present in the soil, or present in weeds or other crops in the area, present in or on the seeds. It may present in soil sticking to equipments or tools. It may present carried by winds or waters, carried by insect vectors, or carried by animals, birds, and peoples. Spread of inoculums. There are two different ways to spread of inoculums, or inoculum spread from two different ways. First, plant placed in soil that contains pathogens, means. Or second, inoculums move from its source to host plants. Pathogens survive season to season in, means whenever host is not there, at the time pathogen can survive from season to season in soil, in crop residue, in weed or non-crop host, which is available on the border of field. It is also survive on seed or vegetative plant parts. It is also survive on insects, which is present in that particular fields, or it can also survive in mild climates. Summary. Understanding difference between a sign and symptoms is key in identifying a plant disease. Means with the help of sign and symptoms, we can identify plant disease. A plant disease cannot develop if a susceptible host, pathogen, and probable environment do not occur simultaneously. It means whenever host, pathogen, and probable environment is not there, then the disease development is not happened. The major plant pathogen responsible for disease development in plants are fungi, bacteria, virus, and nematodes. The disease cycle describes the interactions of pathogens with the host. Thank you very much.